All right, we're back. This is Bret with Middle Tennessee Music. This is Tenn Listens Live, episode number 88. I'm slightly unshaven, completely unshaven, and I want to give a disclaimer that goodness knows what's going to happen this week. I'm coming out of the flu. Aaron thinks he might be coming down with the flu. Brian's worn out, and Eddie's never done this with us before. So we're going to do the best we can for you, as always, and we're just going to take things one step at a time and roll with them tonight. We got 5 bands that have sent in some music, and as usual, we assume it's great, and we're going to roll those tracks here in just a couple minutes to let you know what we think of them. Everybody's going to give their honest opinion, and I don't think we had a chance yet to go over the rating system with Eddie yet, so let's do that and let everybody that's watching know how the rating system works too. So here we are, we're back after our first edit of the night, less than a minute into the show.
Oh my goodness.
I'll tell you, the flu does you no good. So our rating system, as we were saying, works something like this. If it's absolutely terrible and we don't want it anywhere near us, we're not even going to let the dog download it. And based upon frequency of listening, like somebody made me listen to it again, only going to listen to that one on Chick Flick Night. Aaron says level number 3 in our rating system is stashed on the iPad or tablet or whatnot. And, the top, if anything except for not letting the dog download, it's all very subjective as to when we might listen to it again or how often or what circumstances and blah, blah, blah. So you might stash one on the tablet for later, for late night listening, whatnot. Level number 4, something maybe you got caught dancing to. Not necessarily gonna, broadcast to everybody in the world that we're listening to this one, but got caught dancing to it anyways. And the top rating, number 5, highest rating we might give something is we're going to jam that at the red light. Windows down, stereo cranked up, subwoofers rattling on the license plate, screws are falling out of the side of the car, and shit like that. And so I think we've got that fairly well straightened out. And let's do some real quick introductions also. We'll do that in gallery view. Ta-da, magic button. And I'm Bret. I'm that guy in the corner there. And the guy beside me in the other corner is a fellow named Aaron from over in Memphis, Tennessee. Aaron runs Hangout Records. Say howdy, Aaron. Let folks know what you do.
Hey, how's it going, Bret? Yeah, I run Hangout Records, www.hangoutrecords.com. Help promote indie artists on Google Plus and other social media platforms.
Now, who's that feller below you in the red shirt?
Oh, I think that's Brian.
Okay. Yep, that would be me.
What's up, Brian? Let folks know a little bit about what you two do also. It's been a little while since we've had a chance to do
Yes,
that.
it has. Yes, it has. Actually, what I do for a living, I'm a front of house live sound engineer for a mega church up here in West Des Moines, Iowa. And I've also gotten involved with Bret and Aaron and help promote indie music on Google Plus and working with these guys to do this show. This is awesome.
And tonight's musical guest, so to speak, there beside you, Mr. Eddie Kollin. Eddie's a rock and roller from up north. Say howdy and give us the intro there, Eddie.
How y'all doing? I'm just a musician, a singer-songwriter. I got some stuff. You can find me on SoundCloud and maybe give it a listen and tell me what you think. I'm going to tell you guys what I think about this stuff I hear tonight.
And that's what we're here for. All the songs that have been sent in have been sent in on purpose. Everybody knows to expect an honest review. And like I said, we've got 5 of them. First up, we have the Tapebenders from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a 6-piece forging a distinct sound from a variety of sources ranging from majestic progressive rock, classic and contemporary psychedelic, and bluesy riff-textured stuff. And this goes on for a little bit and then says they've been compared to the Replacements, the Dandy Warhols, Stone Roses, Built to Spill, Smashing Pumpkins, Flaming Lips, and others. And if everyone on our panel has our first one loaded up and ready to go, the Tapebenders have sent us 8-bit. And now, Eddie, if everybody's got her loaded and ready to play, let's hit play. straight into it, isn't it? This is one of those that I got to listen to a few times, I think, to really get the gist of it.
I kind of like it. Not enough guitar stuff in there. I'm a guitar kind of guy, but I'm not big on the synthesizers. But it's got a nice sound to it. It's a cool tune.
I think the drum mix is really well done. They're too heavy on the sets. I'm going to go with Eddie.
Rolls there, yeah.
I really dug that whooshing.
I do like
I did
that.
not expect the whoosh.
The drum mix is phenomenal, though. The drummer's excellent.
I think there was the vocals needed to be up a little more, and maybe the synthesizer needed to be taken down a little bit. Otherwise, the sound was pretty good. It had a nice melody to it. It flowed. It was clean, and yeah, the
I have
drums
no idea
underneath
what
it.
they sang about, though, because I could not understand the words of it.
The music came through just fine. Yeah, he should have had the mix should have had the vocals up a little bit more. But that's a song I would definitely have stashed on my eye or whatever. I don't have. Yeah.
Tablet stasher, huh?
I mean, you can almost catch me dancing to that. On a rainy day, you know what I mean?
I think that's what it is for me too. That's a tablet stasher, at least first listen. And I with the replacements, Dandy Warhol's, Built to Spill, those kind of references. I hear where they're coming from. Still, like I said a minute ago, I'll need to hear it 3 or 4 times before I can really catch it, decide if I like the song. But I'm not going to be upset if I get to listen to it again.
Right.
So I said, definitely stash that on the tablet, save it for when the mood is right.
Yeah, I'm going to do tablet stash myself because, I got to agree with Bret. I'm going to have to hear it a few more times. I'm going to have to listen to it on a couple different systems. I want to hear this thing cranked.
That is something because I've noticed on a lot of different formats, MP3s translate different. They don't sound the same on a lot of these different formats. So you never know how it would sound just coming straight off their page or
Exactly.
off the CD. So
Exactly. I mean, MP3 is a lossy format anyway. You don't get anything over 14K on an MP3. I don't care what resolution you do. And this doesn't sound like it's rolled off or it's cut off, but it's, I think, at a louder volume than what I'm listening to it at right now. On a bigger system with bigger speakers, I think we're going to get a lot more definition out of it. And you're going to hear some of the stuff you're not hearing right now.
Right. It won't be so condensed. It'll open it up.
Yep.
Yeah, you might be right on that. And I'm real curious myself as far as anything that I might have to say tonight. I might be completely wrong about everything I say about everything, because I've tried listening to music now for a few days and nothing really sounds right to me coming out of this weird blue business that I've been dealing with. I got this craziness. So anyway, so you guys are kind of confirming what I thought I heard is some muddiness in the mix. There's a lot of great ideas in there.
Oh, it's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful idea. It's just, it needs to be cleaned up a little bit. The drums are fine. I wouldn't do anything to the drums, but you need to settle those synthesizer and vocals out.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wait, also one thing. I got a nice guitar solo.
Eddie's a rock and roll guitarist. For sure.
I'm biased that way. I'm sorry.
What do you think, Aaron?
In all honesty, it's not really my genre of music that I would ever listen to. I didn't dislike it enough to give it the lowest rating, but it's just not my style, and I'm just gonna have to say that this would probably be played on chick flick night, in my humble opinion.
I could almost say this is a girl, because it's danceable, and you could hear this at a techno thing or at a club or whatever. Yeah, chicks would like this song for sure. So,
yeah,
but I'd stash it on my thing for the chicks. How's that?
There you go.
That's the gray area.
You don't want them dancing this at the club. You want them back at the house.
But then again, you catch me dancing because the chicks would be there dancing. So there,
Okay.
I cover all three levels there.
Yeah.
Where did Aaron go?
I don't know.
Hey God.
He's there.
You switched sides. You were over there. Now you're over here. No, okay.
He's there. Yeah. I hear where these guys are coming from. I used to listen to a lot of stuff that was a lot more like this years ago.
In the 80s, when everybody was in the clubs dancing.
Yeah.
That's exactly. Yeah, I definitely got an 80s feel to it.
And so, yeah, a lot of talent there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of talent. Not exactly my thing, but yeah, a lot of talent. I hear some good stuff there. And I will definitely listen to it again when my ears are in a little better condition. Awesome. So that's the Tapebenders. 8-Bit is the name of the song. They're out of Milwaukee, and we'll have all the information on where to find those on the website. And thank you very much to the Tapebenders for sending 8-Bit over to us. And we'll take a pause just for a moment for a station identification break, so to speak, and we'll be right back. This episode of Tenn Listens Live is brought to you by Hangout Records, showcasing the musicians of Google Plus in open mic style hangouts on air. And we're coming back for our second song of the evening. And let's see. Our next tune is sent over by Doc Miaz, who is a solo hip-hop artist who writes, produces, records, engineers, mixes, and masters everything 100% himself without the use of loops or samples. And I've had the chance to talk to Doc a little bit. He also works with rock and roll and plenty of blues and pop and soul and other groups as well, and does some great what is the word? He does backing tracks for several video artists. So, hey, pretty cool fellow. We've had some neat conversations. Looking forward to seeing what he's got on this one for us. And the song he sent us is called Stiletto. Not sure which genre he sent. He asked which we wanted, and I just told him to pick one and send me. So we've got Stiletto, and we'll find out what it is and what we think about it here in just a moment. You guys got it ready? Let's hit play. Oh, that's trashy. I like it.
Been looking for you, babe. I said I've been looking for you. Those eyes shining from the moon, babe. Your smile, too much.
Does anybody else hear Rick Kasich in this?
Oh yeah,
And when I
definitely.
found you, I wish I didn't, 'cause now I can't get you
It definitely got an early 80s sound to
in
it.
the room. She'll make you feel alright.
I hear Bowie.
I think the drums are too loud in this. They dominate the song. And they're digital, if I'm not mistaken. It's a digital drum track. It should be a little lower.
Now you, under the city lights, babe, your touch is
That off-key stuff, kind of like a B-52s. I don't know.
your eyes are piercing through my soul, babe.
Fine.
Too much to consume. And when I finally found you, I wish I didn't, 'cause now I can't get you out of my head. Stilettos in the room, she'll make you feel alright. I guess it's out of my hands. It's gonna be a long night.
It's somewhere between the Cars and Devo.
Yeah, it's right in the middle. I can hear early Adamant mixed in there.
Yeah, it's like Devo trying to be sexy.
Yeah, it's only too much going on. I don't know.
But trust,
A little Billy Idol.
give mine to you. Don't rush.
He probably got some cool words going on. It's just I ain't catching them. Too much distracting me from the words.
And when I finally found you, I wish I didn't, 'cause now I can't get you out of my head. Stilettos in the room, she'll make you feel alright. I guess it's out of my hands. It's gonna be a long night.
Oh, that's crazy.
Dude, that's really good. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want to pick on this, but I'm having a hard time picking on it. It's fine.
It's all over the place.
I'm having a hard time picking on this. I can't find nothing really wrong with it. Because for what they were going for,
It's very daring.
Damn straight.
it's way out there.
Daring to be different. But to say he's putting a spin on an old theme. I mean, the early 80s, he mixed a lot. Like there's like 3 or 4 different sounds from the early 80s you can put in there. B-52.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you had the Cars, sure. Digital drums was too loud. It just drowned out everything. It just kept on snapping on me. I'm not big on digital drums, to be honest with you, but the drums in this one dominated everything. The daringness where he tried to go out of key with the he should have been half step up because it was just way too down. There was a couple of chords there that just went way off. I mean, I could see doing an augmented or a diminished whatever, but whatever. It went overboard in a few spots. It had a couple. There's a great concept behind that song, but it just was too much all wrapped into one.
I want to pick on it, but I don't know. I had fun with that one. Sorry, I really liked it. I'll figure out what to rate it here in a minute.
The combination of all of those different bands we all listed off was just, I mean, it's way out there on the front line, just like you were saying, Eddie. I mean, it was a very daring track.
Yeah.
But they made it work. But I would agree, there was parts where the digital drums were way too loud. But there was parts where it made up for it. So I mean, as a cutting edge track, in my opinion, it was right where it was supposed to be. There's nothing on the radio right now you're going to hear like this.
No.
Literally.
No, all right. No, take that back, though. I can think of
College
I can think. Yeah, I was going to say I can think of a lot of college stations that I could get that.
All right. I gotta I tell you, man, that is a trippy sound. And I tell you, that's a really, I could probably stand one for, one of those flashback nights. I don't know.
Flashback nights, he said.
Yeah, flashback nights. It's like all of a sudden the walls start moving in. I just say, what happened? I don't know. The trigger effect. I looked at the wall funny and it looked back at me.
I think I'm going to come down and get caught dancing to it because that's just that's so weird, Doc. That's a really weird track, and I like weird, so that puts it right up there in the fun category for me.
See, I got to agree with you, Bret, because I don't listen to the normal stuff. When I'm sitting at home listening to music, I don't listen to the normal stuff. I like the off the wall stuff. And both of us, we're sitting here going already. So we were already been caught.
Aaron doesn't know what to say. So what about it, Aaron?
What are you doing, dude?
I think I am in love with the number 2 tonight, guys. This is going to be another 80s chick flick night song for me. And I'm not crying, I promise. I think I scratched my cornea and I put some kind of, you'll have to edit this out. This is terrible.
You know me, I'm not editing out anything that makes you look bad.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. All right. I don't mind being the whipping post.
I had a lot of weirdness in that one, and I don't know. I like weirdness, that's for sure.
I don't know. The music, the genre again, it's just not me.
And what?
I'm not going to throw it to the dogs though.
I got to ask you, what genre is you?
Widespread.
Widespread.
Widespread panic. That's it.
Aaron likes 70s rock and roll with the jam bands because the 70s,
I like jam bands,
jam bands, 70s rock and roll like Stones, Zeppelin,
right.
Allman Brothers.
Trey.
I got that same.
I'm not much of a.
That's my taste too.
I like Fish. I'm more Panic.
Fish, they stretch those songs out way too long. I mean, they take it.
I love Widespread Panic.
I've seen Widespread over 120 times.
Hey, that's a little bit obsessive.
Yeah, that's enough to make me want to. Well,
and then when you don't get to see me as a panic attack,
Do you do Panic at the Disco too?
No, that's a whole nother ball game.
Right, so
different thing.
I've lost my glasses, unfortunately.
You haven't left the room.
I know, but
they got swallowed up by the mess we can't see below camera view.
Things happen.
He must have a big mess on that test.
Cool. Well, Doc, we got one that doesn't know what to make of it. Two of us that absolutely love the weirdness, and one that's somewhere up the middle with that one. We appreciate it. Doc Miaz that's hard to say. Good track from Doc Miaz, and he asked me to make sure I knew how to say his name, and I hope I've got it right because I'm trying to say it the way he does in one of his videos.
I'm sorry, dude.
Stop it, Brian. Just stop it.
Y'all are terrible. It's so funny though. I found my glasses.
Nothing against dogs. Trust me, just don't say it.
There they are. There y'all are. Hey, how y'all doing?
You know people mess with him all the time on that. I will dock my ass another week's pay.
Doctor, my ass is on fire.
We'll be back after commercial break. This episode of Tenn Listens Live is brought to you by Hangout Records, showcasing the musicians of Google Plus in open mic style hangouts on air. And we've got song number 3 ready. Okay. Coming back from commercial break and feeling weirder all the time. And I guess that's good too. Our next tune, sent over by Johnny the Blade, progressive rock from Joplin, Missouri. That's all I know.
Seriously?
Seriously. After doing a little bit of a search, that's really all that was on the website. Some pictures and Joplin, Missouri, and well, we can go with that. I built a building in Joplin, Missouri. I got to do a furniture store. A year later, a tornado came along and blew it away. That's all I know about Joplin, Missouri. But we have Beach with No Ocean by Johnny the Blade, and that's what I've got. Yeah. Well, okay. All right. So I lied. I know the title too. Beach with No Ocean is the name of the song. And if you guys have got it ready there, I'm ready to hit play. Good intro so far.
There's been a change in the season. You know, I know. Life will get better someday.
Points for minimalism.
Interesting approach to the song. It's really cool.
I want to hear the guitar a little bigger.
Right, I was going to say that. That little riff should have been a little brighter.
Well, what I'm hearing right now, this isn't done yet. There's one more step that needs to be taken because this is not ready to broadcast. The song's done well, but it's not leveled out. You know what I'm talking about, Bret?
Mm-hmm.
We're outside of Aaron's genre again.
Crazy, man. It's got potential. The song is cool. It just ain't
I'd like to take a crack at this and master it out. I think it'd be good. I think
yeah, more it's a little separation, brighter guitar.
Yeah.
Needs more cowbell.
You know, if you really turn this up, it starts to open up.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
The filter on the voices that are supposed to be telephones sounds really good.
Oh, they did an excellent job on the telephoning. And with those big toms sitting there in the background of them.
Boom, boom.
That's just beautiful.
That's cool.
I got a feeling that song comes out of a record and has a specific place in the story of the record.
Huh.
I can't put my finger on what I think of it right now, though. I mean, I enjoyed that. Like Brian said, yes. All right, if TC were here, TC'd be going nuts about mastering compressors and multi-band compressors and this compressor and that compressor, and yeah, exactly. I mean, a multi-band compressor could do a lot for that. I don't really have anything wrong with, like you say. I think it needs to run through the mastering processors just
Yeah.
one time, and it.
I tell you, that's a stasher for sure. That's a stasher. I could at least give it that.
Yeah, that's the only thing I sing wrong with it. It's too quiet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to turn it up a lot.
Yeah. I mean, once you said turn it up, and I went over and hit the volume knob, and it opened wide open.
Yeah.
It was.
But that's, you had to, I don't know. I think I like it.
Hey, it's got potential. It's a good little tune.
Definitely. I'm with you. I'm going to stash it on the iPad, tablet, Nexus, whatever it is, this thing I use here.
I'm going to have to go. If we tweak it, I jam it at the red light.
Yeah,
There's
properly tweaked, I'd jam it, for sure.
There's nothing wrong with it, dude. I don't see anything wrong with it. Once it's pushed to that point, I'm thinking we're going to be good to go.
Yeah, I'm with you. Well, that's 3 so far that have been completely unique tonight.
Yeah, there's no theme. We have no theme.
Oh, yeah.
There's no theme.
It's indie night. It's all indie.
Darn
Yeah.
Skippy. No theme rolling yet.
Normally, Eddie, we get a theme. Like in the first couple of songs, everything falls right into place, and they all work together.
And of course, we never plan any of it. And I don't listen in advance. None of us has a clue what we're in for when we start into this.
All right. So far, we've had like an early '80s version of a techno type thing almost. I don't know. And then we had
which you loved.
Yep. And really off the wall with Doc. And this.
Yeah.
That's kind of.
This is.
It's got an early '90s feel to it.
I was trying to. Had that. Who was that band that drove me nuts? That with that "I'm a Creep" song.
Radiohead.
Was that Radiohead?
Radiohead.
That's Radiohead.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't realize that was Radiohead.
Yeah, it has the guy does
Open
kind of
computer.
resemble a Tom York sound.
Okay.
I kind of so yeah, I feel what you're saying there.
Yeah, the vibe, that kind of vibe of a lot of the music that was around that.
Right.
Yeah.
I can see
I'm
that.
digging it.
I
And
can see that. I'll give you props for that. I'm gonna agree with Eddie. I think this is definitely a track that I would stash on the tablet or iPad or whatever my mobile device is.
yeah, I'm definitely stashing it and listening to it again. There's going to be certain times when the mood is just perfect for that song.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
yeah. It's got a lot of potential.
And yeah, it's a hard subject to tackle too. You know, he's talking that broken heart thing, and the chick coming back with a "I hate you, I hate you." That's
No kidding, bud.
that's rough. And your love is a beach with no ocean. Yeah, that's an interesting thought. So definitely going to give him some props.
That
I
means
think
it's
I like
really
it.
short, evidently. Short and rocky.
Short and rocky, huh? Good tune though, Johnny the Blade. Johnny the Blade, beach with no ocean.
You know one thing, I got to throw one more comment in here, real quick. I want to see these guys live. I want to see them play that. That's got to be an interesting song to be seen live.
I'll bet. And needs to have some girl over on the side of the stage calling it in too.
Yeah. You bitch.
Yeah. I like it. So props, and again, coming pretty much down the middle on things. Johnny the Blade, beach with no ocean, and Joplin, Missouri. Definitely, you can find them on Facebook or Reverb Nation. And we'll be back after a short message from our sponsors. So we're back from commercial break with our 4th song of the evening, and what is it? Do I look as blue as I feel? Wow.
No.
Okay, good.
Kind of between the eyes, though. A little blue tint right there.
Oh, good. Well,
You're good.
Yeah. I've been blue around the eyes for ages, as long as I can remember. It's something to do with being in the music business, the lack of sleep and that kind of thing. And Guys, I'm winding down fast. So we got Kollin Baer has sent over his tune. And, of course, my info sheet's gone missing on me again. Thought I had it all ready to go here. Did it even make it to this one? Oh, darn it.
Oh, darn it.
Would you like me to read?
All right, we're back from commercial break with our fourth song of the evening. And so we did a little bit of editing there. And we're back from the commercial break with our fourth song of the evening. I'm starting to feel like Max Headroom here. And Kollin Baer has sent over his song, Climb. Blurb from the website, Kollin explains, I remember buying my first stereo off the older kid on the street and listening to the box of cassettes that my dad gave me. Stuff like Steve Miller, Early Counting Crows, and REM. I always identified with the singers in those records, especially the ones who sang about loss or struggle. The passion was so evident and so palpable. I like that word, palpable. Good job there. I learned to process tough experiences through writing and music, and that stuck with me for some time. So we have his tune, Climb. And if you guys are ready to check it out, we'll hit play together. I like that guitar tone.
I do too. I hear Counting Crows in here. Early Counting Crows.
Yep, and you hear the REM like this night.
Not to mention the Rocky Mountains, which I would give my life to climb.
Probably never heard of Aztec Camera, but that's who I'm hearing.
14,000 miles.
No, I haven't.
Talk about submission.
From my guitar to your door, I'm not one who's much for travel. I've never been called a tourist before. I will call you tomorrow. I might give in tonight. Let the promise that I'm keeping for you, 'cause you changed your mind.
I'm a third band out there. Better than Ezra.
Yeah.
Right there. Just like better than Ezra right here.
For all this distance here between us, I've never wanted you anymore.
Gotta admit, I was curious. What was he gonna do to fill 536 here? And for whatever reason, I did not hit stop. The playback didn't stop. Having anybody else?
What?
I don't know. I just playback just suddenly stopped. 428. And that could be on my end. I'm going to roll with it and assume that I know what's going to happen. I can't get it to start over. I'm digging on that though. That's cool.
Yeah.
Good sounds, good writing.
You can definitely hear his influences from
Yeah.
REM, Counting Crows, just the early 90s alternative influence.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
What-
easily heard. Like I said, Better Than Ezra just really came to mind more than anybody. The songwriting, Michael Stipe comes to mind. I mean, you can tell I really want to listen to this track again and listen to the lyrics a
It
little
was
more.
well made, very
Yeah.
well made.
I think it's very, like I said, it's a top-notch submission, and
Probably
this
one of
is-
the best ones we've heard so far.
Yeah, I would definitely
the best.
the best. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say that too.
Okay, so you're gonna get
I would be caught dead.
I'd probably jam this at a red light on a sunny day, you know, blasting it freaking real loud, saying, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I would, but it's just not the kind of song that you would blast. But still,
I don't know. What would you give it then? You
I'd
gonna
give
smash
it somewhere between the 4 and the 5 rating, the 4.5, the gray area.
I think I got caught dancing to it.
So I've already danced to it.
Again, let me go back to I'm not feeling myself tonight. Any one of these songs, if I've been in a different mood tonight and feeling a little better, my ears are being right, I just might have, given any one of them jamming at the red light kind of rating. But I think I got caught dancing to this one, and I'm thinking back to, I used to listen to a lot of stuff, going back before what you're talking about there, Aaron, I'm thinking like The Call and the Aztec Camera and some of those more off the wall alternative bands from the early 80s that to be honest, most people never heard of.
Right.
And a lot of those kind of sounds. And definitely can hear that Counting Crows and influence and whatnot. I like that. That's good stuff, Colin. Thanks.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it myself. I got caught dancing with it. What do you think there, Brian?
On that one, I'm going to be caught dancing to it. I really like the song. And in his bio, he listed Steve Miller. And nobody else ever mentioned this yet. But in that bridge, when they went to the kind of stop time thing, if you listen to the bass line, it was very similar to like Jet Airliner and everything from the 70s. It was a straight out 70s bass line. And you could really hear the Steve Miller influence come through on the bottom end of it for the way they mixed it up. And then switch back into the early 90s stuff. Like the better.
There's this neat... like I said, mine locked up on me. I've just now refreshed the whole page, piped it back over there, come back in at about 4:30 or so. And there's some neat vocal stuff going on there, too.
There is.
Good oohs and ahs. And there's not a whole lot of people that have got the nuts to record oohs and ahs anymore.
Nobody's got the balls to do that anymore.
Oh, yeah, I'm serious. People are afraid to try to record oohs and ahs because you're so freaking naked when you do that.
Oh, I know. I record live shows all the time, and the performers I work with say take the oohs and ahs out.
They're scared, huh?
Dude.
I got one song with some oohs and ahs.
Okay.
I don't think oohs and ahs belong up front anyway. I don't know.
Well, in the 70s they did.
Well, yeah. What Lou Reed said, and the color girls go do 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 da 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 da. But I ain't gonna do it. I can't do that. Okay? I just can't do it.
And
But no,
I got to give him props for that, because I mean it does. Most people
it's awesome.
are straight up afraid to even try to sing the oohs and ahs anymore, and so yeah, I got a lot of props there.
All right. Let's move it along, guys. What's the final tally? What's the final tally on that one?
Let's. I think. Yeah. What did you come in on your rating there on it, Aaron?
Yes, I said that I've been caught dancing with it.
Oh, that's right. Somewhere in the gray area.
I got to give somebody a 5. I'm going to give them all the way up there. I could probably jam this on a good day. You know what I mean?
I hear you.
I could. Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
It ain't too cool. You know what I like? You guys didn't mention anything. His guitar riffs were kind of edgy, like the Edge from U2. It had like a U2 sound.
Hey, I said I like the tone.
Yeah, it had a really cool. It was really nice in the way he bounced that, or I should say, bounced the bass in the drums. Bum bum ba-dum, bum 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 ba-dum. And how he bounced that off the floaty, you know, the riff. I liked that song. I really thought it was a good, and it was well made. They spent some money in a studio on that one, so I really think
yes, they did. It was very well engineered. It was the mix.
So I'm going to give him a 5 on that one.
Well done. So Eddie's going to jam it at the red light, and the rest of us got caught dancing to it. That's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, that one was really good.
Yeah, let's do our last commercial stop, and we'll be right back. What was the thing they used to do? After these messages, we'll be right back. This episode of Tenn Listens Live is brought to you by Hangout Records, showcasing the musicians of Google Plus in open mic style hangouts on air. With the last song of the evening, we've got We Are Kings and Queens. Decide is the name of the song they sent us. And Eva Six Cara over at Music Gets Me By says, We Are Kings and Queens add a real emotional spark into the LA music scene with their deep cutting ambient sound and heartfelt vocals. The latest EP, Rise and Fall, is a true goosebump raiser which overflows with strong feeling and effective storytelling. So we'll see if we agree with Eva from Music Gets Me By here in just a moment. If you guys have got her loaded and ready to go, this is Decide by We Are Kings and Queens. Let's hit play.
I'm hearing Pink Floyd.
Yeah, the intros. Dark Side of the Moon.
Nothing's left to lose. You're coming down, afraid at the scene. The time is come.
Now this really has a Radiohead feel to it.
You were take a shower. Look at you now, just look what you've become. Should we throw it in? Or work it out? I wish we could decide.
We finally got a track that actually fits the psychedelic mushroom feel that this blues got my head feeling.
Yeah. Exactly.
Wish the vocals were a little louder.
Just a touch.
The guitar flanger, that's a little too loud. No, it's got a great sound though. I'm being a critic. Who the hell am I to criticize? I think it sounds nice.
I'm going to open these up a little bit. I'll bring these guys on down to Bonnaroo. It won't hurt my feelings.
I'd love to see these guys. This is cool.
Here's where I was expecting a guitar solo.
There is.
Slow motion suicide. That's what he just said. Title is Decide.
Really?
Oh, that's good.
That's cool, man. That was awesome. That's a good band.
Okay, I like the
Go for
song.
it.
I like the song. You know, there's a lot of times when I hear I mix my own crap, so I hear my own stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I hear the vocals should be louder, the guitar should be louder, the guitar should come down. Well, there, you know, in that sense, I get to say that the guitar, that flanger was a little too dominating, and the vocals needed to rise up to be a little above the music. It was buried in the background. It was a great song. In the end, they dragged it on like around 30 seconds of that, and there was no guitar there. And then at the end, the very end, it got interesting with the little chimey harpy sound, you know, the few little notes that came, and then they panned it back and forth. But there was 30 seconds of just floating there, where there could have been a good guitar riff on top of that or something.
Yeah, but it didn't really need it.
It faded away. That was a long fade away. I mean, for a song to end as a fade away, that was a long 30-second fade.
You know, but it was a really short 5 minutes and 9 seconds.
And it actually was.
I mean,
gotta
yeah.
agree with Bret.
I'm gonna give it to dance. You could catch me dancing to that for sure, and I might even have that stashed and dance with it once in a while. But I don't know. I can't do the whole 5. I can't go the whole 5 on it.
Eddie, I'm surprised you said that about the guitar solo, because you mentioned immediately when the track started Pink Floyd.
Right. I was
And that
expecting a
30
David
second-
Gilmour thing coming at me, and there was nothing in it. There was no guitar work at all, practically, in that song.
No,
for that
there wasn't.
in the
And,
background.
you know, for like if you go when Sid Barrett was back in Pink Floyd, they wouldn't have done a guitar solo there in the original band.
I hear what you're saying there.
I don't know. I got caught dancing to it. um, and
I was in
you
a
know, I
groove.
could probably be if midnight and when I'm feeling good, give me a nice warm spring midnight. I'm running down the highway with the windows down and cranking that thing as loud as it'll go, and getting weirder. And
Now it makes me want to hear the album.
I tell you what, for coming through with the fever and whatnot, and already in the spaced out kind of way I'm feeling, that was just, well, that was pretty. That was a heavy trip. I dug it.
I did too. I'm gonna do number 4 though. I'm gonna agree with Eddie on the rating. I'm gonna go with number 1. I get caught dancing to it.
I think this is a unanimous decision. I'm gonna say I'll dance. I'll get caught dancing to this for sure. This is a good track. Another top.
Yeah, I jammed this thing. Sure, yeah, it's a good song.
It is a good song. I really like the old school Radiohead feel that I got listening to it. So.
I just like guitar, and I tell you, if he would have had a good lead at that end, I mean, if that 30 seconds had a couple of good riffs screaming to it, or just like not screaming but reaching, like a climb and then a bring down.
Maybe a little more of that steel-like work that was in the beginning of it. That would be cool too. But
yeah, no, it's a good song. I give
like
it a 4.5. I'm an agree. 4.5. How's that?
4.5.
Going once.
4.5.
Going twice. Going twice. 4.5. Can I get a 5? 4.5. Can I get a 5? 5. 5. Can I 5? Can I get? I got a 4.5. Can I get a 5? All right, we got a 4.5. 4.5. Going once. Going once to the guy from up north. Going twice.
From the guy in the Midwest.
That's good stuff. We are kings and queens out of L.A. and Eva 6 Cora music gets me by. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with what you had to say. That's some pretty good stuff. So let's see then. We Are Kings and Queens, Kollin Baer, Johnny the Blade, Doc Miaz, and the Tapebenders. And, you know, I got to say, all in all, one of the most enjoyable shows we've done yet. I could not really find a real complaint about any of the songs we heard tonight. I felt like the Tapebenders song was a little noisy for my tastes, but that was my taste. There's other folks that's going to love it. So,
Johnny the Blade was a little low. Other than that,
Mix could have used a little work. Doc Miaz, you get points for the absolute weirdest freaking song of the night. That was really cool.
Dare to be different.
Dare to be different, brother. Stand up.
For what it was good.
Wow.
It was awesome.
This might be the first time that we've done this, and we haven't had wouldn't even let the dog listen to it.
No, nothing got tossed to the curb tonight at all.
No, it really
didn't. I got lucky. My
Yeah.
first time here, and I didn't get to hear no trash. I wanted to hear trash, damn it.
Well, we'll find one for you eventually.
Come back next week.
It's coming, man.
I wanted something to make my ears bleed.
I'll be darned.
I don't think we've ever made it to one making our ears bleed because we usually shut it off by that point.
We've had a few that have been turned off mid-song.
Now you know why I don't submit my songs more often.
Yeah. All right, let's do our outro and get this thing in the can. So where were we? We already did all the 5 bands that we went through tonight. And all right, so this has been Tenn Listens, episode 88. Thank you very much, Brian, the Duckman Dotson, Aaron Young of Hangout Records, Eddie Conlon, and you guys know me, the smart-ass loudmouth from Tennessee. I'm Bret. It's been a blast as always. Thanks to everyone that sent in their music. Thanks again to the sponsors, and we'll look forward to seeing you again real soon as we pick on some more music. Peace. This episode of Tenn Listens Live is brought to you by Hangout Records, showcasing the musicians of Google Plus in open mic style hangouts on air.